Don't take a bath in other people's mud. So often, and this took me a while to figure this out as well, when you think about somebody else's lifestyle, take P. Diddy as an example. There's rumors that, there's the Illuminati, then there's that he's sleeping with men, and then he's like gay and this and that. And there's all kinds of rumors, right? I'm just using this as an illustration or as an example, but this applies to everybody. When you start to meditate or think about somebody else's life, and then you start to gossip or talk about it, right? Somebody else, basically, as you talk more and more, as you get deeper in their life, so to speak, quote unquote deeper, from the things that you think you know or whatever, you're taking a bath in their mud. Because often what happens when you're leaving that place of that conversation, you feel icky. You feel That's why certain people say, I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else. Why? Because whatever you talk about and whatever you think about does affect you. And it goes for the positive just as much as it goes for the negative. I had no idea how much music affected me until I stopped listening to bad music. I broke free from a lot of witchcraft. The devil uses music to get you to do a lot of things that are habits, bad habits in your life. Music excels you. It's the accelerant, it's the igniter to get you to do it. Change your music and you won't have that accelerant to get you. You might still have but it won't have the drive that it has. So we talked about the talking about other people and meditating and thinking about what they're doing, etc., and how it permeates onto you. That works with music. It works with TV as well. There's a reason why people don't want to watch ghost movies for the most part. A lot of people, they'll say, "Hey, watch this, The Exorcism of Emily Rose with me," or something like that. And they'll be like, "Nah, I don't want to watch that." Why? Why don't you want to watch it? For good reason. Because they feel affected by the demons that are within the movie. If you think that you cannot get possessed or attacked from the movie, you're dead wrong. You absolutely can. On all of these movies. But that applies to the first 48 just as much as it applies to the ghosts, and just as much as it applies to anything else. The devil uses these devices to infiltrate and to permeate inside of you how he wants you to think, feel, and live. So whatever you fill yourself up with, just like you fill up your tank of gas with gasoline, well, your vessel, your temple, on a daily basis, what you give your time to, your energy to, your conversations, your thoughts. The Bible talks about thinking on things above. Whatever is noble, whatever is positive, whatever is inspiring, beautiful, think on these things. I was paraphrasing. But it said, think on things above and think on things that are good. And there's a reason why. Because when you're thinking about these things, your feet follow your thoughts. Whatever you think about, you're going to be heading in that direction. It's that simple. So, to change your life is to change your mind. That's powerful. So change your habits and you'll change your life. Change the negativity to light and positivity, and you'll change the course and the direction of your life. And obviously it takes discipline. It takes that determination that I'm done. Because the flesh is going to want to return. Because the mind is almost like forced to habits. Whatever you do continuously, the mind is like, it's time to do this. So it's like a program. The mind is like a sponge. Whatever you feed it, doesn't matter what it is, it's going to connect itself to that and let you know that it's time for that, according to your regimen and your schedule of doing that consistently. So you can form good habits or bad habits. And your mind will tell you it's time to go to the gym, or your mind will tell you it's time to smoke a blunt. It just depends on what you're feeding your mind. It's time to read a book, because every day I read a book at this time. Or it's time to pray, or it's time to worship, or it's time to do communion. That's more my mindset. It's time to, spend time with your kids and bond with them. Be a parent, right? And the mind will tell you according to what you've done in the past. It will recollect and tell you, hey, I haven't done this, let's do it again. And the mind also works with endorphins. So whatever's pleasurable, whatever it gets, and then that's what it kind of says. Well, this is good. So that's why people get addicted to weed, as an example, because the mind is flooded with, hey, this is good. I made a lot of videos on how it's not good at all. And it does possess you. Like, the demons do come through weed. They absolutely do. That's why people that want to quit, they cannot quit. I could quit whenever I want. No, you can't. I've seen it so many times. I just don't want to, they say. It's funny. Anyways, listen, guys. Do I believe in God? Yeah, absolutely. I love Jesus. But I also have wisdom and understanding on life. Just life in general. Because every time I've ever made a mistake, I learned from it. And so this video, the videos that I make, the content I make, it's always going to be led for you to live a more fruitful life. It's always going to be like, I just made an entrepreneur video. Basically, the entrepreneur video had to do with understanding the psychology of people. When you understand that not everything derives from one person, not every, people are not God. So basically, like, if you have a good idea, you pitch it to one person, the person shoots it down. Doesn't mean that your idea was bad, it just means that that person's wrong. And there's people that believe other people, and they allow their dreams to get crushed. They allow their ambitions, their God-given talent or gift, or whatever it may be, their dreams, to get crushed by a naysayer, a hater, somebody that the devil, or an agent of the devil, that told you that would never work out. That would never work out. That's what they say. It takes faith for you to say, yeah, okay. Keep believing that. Watch me. And it doesn't happen overnight, man. You're gonna have struggles and fights and battles. You're gonna have to persevere and have patience. It's gonna take kinks to work out. It's going to be a back and forth for a long time, and then you're gonna work out all those bugs, and then eventually it's gonna be a great big success. That's how life works. All right, guys. God bless.